Welcome to our YouTube channel. Before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. Skunks are typically free-spirited animals that live in areas away from humans in nature. However, some animal lovers might be enticed by the unique characteristics of this species and prefer to keep them as pets at home. If you're considering keeping a skunk as a pet, this guide can help. While the idea of keeping a skunk as a pet might sound appealing, the first thing you need to do is check the legal regulations. In many countries and regions, keeping wild animals as pets is either prohibited or requires specific permissions. Check local laws and regulations and obtain the necessary permits. You should create an appropriate living space for skunks. A minimum area of 15 meters, approximately 161 square feet, is ideal for a skunk. This space should include hiding places, tunnel-like areas, and other features that mimic their natural habitat. Keeping skunks as pets at home is generally not recommended because these wild animals have special needs, and it's challenging to replicate conditions closest to their natural habitats. However, if you're determined to keep a skunk at home, you'll need to provide a suitable living space. Here are some essential factors to consider when creating a habitat for skunks at home. Skunks are primarily nocturnal animals and require space to move around. Hence, you should provide them with a broad area. If possible, set up an outdoor cage or enclosed space in a large garden. Skunks spend time digging and foraging. Thus, the floor should be made natural with soil, leaves, and pieces of wood. Skunks need calm and dark places to rest and sleep during the day. Ensure there are natural shelters in their living space, like caves or logs they can retreat into. Skunks are omnivores. Their diet should include both meat and plant matter. Feed them worms, insects, fruits, and vegetables. In the wild, skunks hide to protect themselves from predators. Ensure their habitat has natural hiding spots using plants, stones, and logs. They should always have access to clean drinking water. The habitat of skunks should be cleaned regularly. Remove food residues and feces consistently. It's essential to remember that skunks are wild animals, and it's tough to replicate their natural behaviors entirely in a home environment. Also, in some regions, keeping wild animals as pets may be legally prohibited. Hence, check local regulations before keeping a skunk as a pet at home. Skunks are omnivores, which means they eat both plant-based and animal-based foods. Their diet is diverse. They eat insects, small vertebrates, fruits, vegetables, and more. When keeping them at home, you should provide them with a fresh and balanced diet. Skunks mate during the spring and summer months. Female skunks lay their eggs about a month after mating. These eggs hatch in a few weeks. There might be times when skunks feel stressed when kept at home, especially when trying to adapt to a new environment or when they're sick. Recognizing and understanding signs of stress is crucial. Skunks prefer temperate climates. They hibernate during winter. If you're keeping them at home, you should ensure they have a suitable temperature. Skunks are generally harmless, but they can release a scent as a defensive mechanism when they feel threatened. This scent is pungent and unpleasant. Aggressiveness in skunks. Skunks by nature are not particularly aggressive animals, but rather defensive. Their primary means of defense is their infamous spray, which can be extremely pungent and hard to remove. Here's a detailed look at skunk behavior, particularly focusing on their aggression and defensive mechanisms. While skunks are best known for their ability to spray a foul-smelling liquid from glands near the base of their tail, it's crucial to note that skunks use this as a last resort. Before spraying, a skunk will often show multiple warning signs, such as hissing, stamping its feet, raising its tail, and even doing a mock charge. Like many animals, skunks can become aggressive when they feel threatened, cornered, or if they're protecting their young. If a skunk perceives a human or another animal as a threat, it might display aggressive behavior to protect itself or its offspring. Skunks are among the primary carriers of rabies in North America. A skunk that's infected with rabies may exhibit uncharacteristic behaviors, including unprovoked aggression, restlessness, and aimless wandering. It might also appear more active during the daytime, which is unusual for this nocturnal creature. Thus, if you see a skunk behaving aggressively without apparent reason, it might be rabid, and you should keep your distance. Domesticated or pet skunks that have been handled regularly from a young age can become quite docile. However, Wild skunks aren't used to human interaction and can react unpredictably if approached or handled. It's essential to be cautious and respectful if you encounter a wild skunk. If you want to avoid confrontations with skunks, ensure your surroundings don't offer them food or shelter. Skunks are often attracted to garbage, pet food left outside, and accessible garden produce. By eliminating these attractions, you can minimize the chances of an unwanted skunk encounter. In conclusion, while skunks have the potential to be aggressive, especially when threatened or sick, they usually prefer to avoid conflict. Understanding their behavior and warning signs can help humans coexist with them peacefully. Keeping a skunk requires special attention and knowledge. However, with the right information and adequate preparation, you can provide them with a healthy and comfortable life. If you enjoyed our video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.